Good morning, this is Mike Enriquez, and now let's turn it over live to our correspondents.
Good morning, everyone. So, for the continuation of our report, let's dive into another topic, which is sources and flight of compass. So, but before that, let's imagine. Yeah, we're going to imagine like the news is like a plane, and the sources are the fuel that keeps it soaring high. Now, think about it. What sources help news reach its destination and keep us, the citizen, informed? You can comment down below your answers because today we're going to explore how these sources are the vital fuel for journalism, helping campus journalism take flight and deliver the news that keep us connected to our society and to the news that happens locally or internationally. So, for the first one is I will let you like guess. So here's a hint. We can see them, but we can hear them. As soon as we tuned in, we already know the news. Like we're just going to listen to the voices. We already know what is happening in our world or the issues that we need to know. So any guesses? Okay, that's right. It's radio. So who among you here have uses radio to listen to the news? So you can comment down below if you oftentimes listening to the radio, because me, I unintentionally listen to the radio because my nanay is always listening to the radio every morning, like the bugo, like the I can't remember. Yeah, I remember already. So, it's Brigada, the radio station in Bugu, where my nanay always listened to that specific radio station, where they deliver current news that is somehow like happening in around Medellin or even in Manila. They deliver news which is current that we need to know as citizen here in the Philippines. So one of the examples are DZBB 594 AM is a radio station operated by GMA. Then DZMM, formerly known as DZMM Radio Patrol 630, is a Philippine AM radio station owned by ABS-CBN Corporation. So the next one is we have television. So television combines sound and visual, making it one of the most powerful tools for delivering news. So who among you here still watches the news on TV? Since we are now in digital world where we often know the news when we are scrolling down in our phones, like we can easily access to the news that is happening internationally, or I mean locally or even internationally. So yeah, we also watch news on the TV. So did you know that the news you see on TV often makes its way into newspapers and online reports? Yes, right? So, who among you here experienced seeing news on TV and then later or maybe the next day seeing it again in newspaper or online reports? Yeah, so you can comment down below if you experienced that the news you saw or you saw in the movie is all the next day is already in the newspapers. So there are examples of televisions that they deliver news like ABS-CBN and GMA, where they are always at the forefront, providing live coverage and breaking news updates. TV is a fast and visual, and it helps bring stories to life, often influencing what you read in newspapers later. So then the last one is we have newspapers and magazines. So even with all the digital media out there, print still plays a major role in journalism. Newspapers like Philippine Daily Inquirer and the Philippine Star are the examples of print or like newspapers and where they delivered in-depth coverage of stories, both locally and internationally. Then we have magazines, on the other hand, offer unique perspectives on topics like culture, business, and lifestyles. So even with this digital, technologically driven world, print materials for the news is still relevant. Like in our barangay, we cannot really easily access to internet because we don't have any data connection because there's no signal in Globe or Dito or Smart or any SIMs. We rely on to Wi-Fi's like PisoNet or your personal Wi-Fi. But if you don't have any Wi-Fi, you cannot easily access to the internet. So it is relevant that we have print news like newspapers and magazines where they deliver the news everywhere. And even in a rural area where not all the people are privileged to have Wi-Fi's, right? So newspapers is magazines are still relevant in this technologically driven world. So for the continuation of the topic about sources and flight of campus, I think 7 or 6 sources that delivers the news everywhere. So to introduce the remaining, Jaira will explain or explain those sources. So thank you for listening and I hope you learned something.
Now we're down to the last 4 sources and flight of campus news, where we'll talk about what is a press release, a press statement, handouts, and press notes. So fourth one is we have the press release. So a press release is a formal, structured document issued by an organization to announce newsworthy information to the media. It is crafted with the goal of gaining media coverage and reaching a broader audience. Press releases are often used by businesses, nonprofits, and individuals to share updates, promote events or products, or address public concerns. So press releases are often structured formally, typically with a headline, dateline, lead paragraph, body paragraph, and a boilerplate. Now, its purpose is to announce events, promote brand awareness or credibility, and even manage crisis by addressing a rumor. It is also distributed to journalists or published online to reach specific audience. Examples of a press release where organizations can use it is when a company is announcing the launch of a new product line, or a charity promoting an upcoming fundraising event, or a business addressing false claims in the media. So press releases are vital for building credibility, engaging with the media, and maintaining public relations. They are considered reliable sources of information by journalists and industry professionals. Now, the fifth one is we have handouts. Handouts refer to printed materials distributed during events, conferences, or press briefings. These documents often include detailed information such as brochures, fact sheets, or reports that supplement the verbal presentation and provide journalists with additional context. Next, we have press notes. Press notes are brief summaries or outlines provided by journalists during events or press conferences. They serve as quick reference materials that highlight the key points of an announcement or discussions. Its purpose is to assist journalists in covering events accurately and also summarize important details for easy reference. And its format typically includes bullet points or short paragraphs summarizing the who, what, where, when, and why of an event. Examples of the use of press notes is a company distributing press notes at a product launch event, or also an organization providing press notes during a conference to outline key topics discussed. Now, the importance of press notes is to help streamline communication between organizations and journalists, ensuring that critical information is conveyed effectively without overwhelming details. And lastly, we have the press statement. A press statement is a concise declaration or comment issued by an organization or individual to address specific issues or events. Unlike press releases, press statements are often shorter and more direct, focusing on delivering a clear message rather than providing detailed information. Its purpose is to respond to breaking news or controversies, clarify an organization's stance on an issue, and provide updates during crisis. Its format can be verbal or written, and it's often issued quickly to address time sensitive matters. Examples of its use could be a company apologizing for a product recall, or a government official responding to allegations in the media, or an organization expressing condolences after a public tragedy. So, press statements are crucial for crisis management and maintaining transparency with the public. They allow organizations to control narratives and provide timely responses.